Sup guys? So, for tonight, for feature presentation, I'm going to tell you the 4 comic book superheroes I most want to get a movie. 2 for Marvel, 2 for DC. We're going to start with Marvel. Marvel's movies tend to do pretty well. It's more than I can say for someone else. Kicking off the list is the King of Wakanda, the Black Panther. T'Chaka, King of Wakanda before his son T'Challa, was murdered by the adventurer Ulysses Claw using a sound weapon. This did not go over well with T'Challa, who, as a young man, would use Claw's own sound gun against him. Claw fled, and T'Challa had to go on a rite of passage, over which he met Aurora Monroe, who would later become Storm. T'Challa later, after completing this rite, returned to Wakanda and became the Black Panther. Later, he would become one of the world's most famous superheroes, having many influences in the Marvel Universe. The Black Panther is an associate of many of the world's superheroes, such as the Avengers, the Fantastic Four, and the X-Men, even marrying Storm. The Black Panther isn't just big in his world, he's big in our world too. He was the first black superhero, and was also the first major black character in a comic book, setting the foundation for others to follow, like Luke Cage, Cyborg, and the Falcon. The links, of course, are in the description. Marvel has not only confirmed that they are doing a Black Panther movie, but that the villain will be Eric Kilgrave, played by Raw Liba. Next, it's a Silver Angel of Vengeance, Moon Knight. Moon Knight is a lot darker of a character than most people might expect. He's basically Marvel's answer to Batman. The only thing is, Moon Knight has a really sick, twisted humor. I don't want to say it as far-reaching as Deadpool's, but it's a lot darker than Spider-Man, so I don't know how to make an example out of it, but yeah, Moon Knight's a pretty boss of a character. Mark Spector was the conscience of a group of mercenaries led by Bushman, a ruthless cannibalistic killer. As they traveled the world, committing their atrocities, overthrowing governments, squashing rebellions, whatever needed to be done, they eventually found their way to an archaeological dig in Egypt, where one Professor Oleron, I'm not going to pronounce that right, was in charge of the dig. Bushman murdered the professor to make an example out of him and to make everyone else on the site fear him. Mark said that was taking it too far, and as a result, Bushman killed him. The villagers, seeing Mark stand up for them, brought them to a statue of the moon god of vengeance, Khonshu, who resurrected Mark as his Moon Knight of Vengeance to bring balance to the world. Of course, for an origin story movie, they could do Bushman, and they probably should. I would actually say do Bushman. Though as a personal request, I would love to see them fit Taskmaster into this movie. He could be one of Bushman's mercenaries. One of his other head mercenaries. Taskmaster, for those of you who don't know, is another boss of a character. Taskmaster has a photographic memory as well as photographic reflexes. He sees you do something, he can do it too. And that's his thing. He sees superheroes doing their thing, and he copies their moves and uses them in his mercenary work. So we can have Taskmaster in this. Taskmaster's unstoppable in a fight, or just about near it. He's beaten the entire Avengers team single-handedly before. He can do it again. And he beat Thor single-handedly. And he would have killed him too if it weren't for Norman Osborn trying to freaking kill Steel. And Osborn, of course, blames him for that. Another good reason to use Moon Knight is he's an Avenger as well. Although, he's the only Avenger you'll ever need. Now we get to DC. DC's movies... Green Lantern... Really, the only good DC movies that have been ever are Chris Nolan's Batman films and The Man of Steel. The '89 Batman movie and Batman Returns were okay. I'll give you that. But just after that, no more DC. My first pick comes to no surprise, Aquaman. And this would be the perfect time to use an Aquaman movie. People are starting to like him now. They're starting to take him more serious, and it has to do with Injustice, of course. To kick off an Aquaman movie, I would say you would need to use one of two villains. Ocean Master would probably be the best choice for an origin movie. The thing is, though, that would probably bring people's memories back to Thor. Hero versus his evil brother. Our next choice would then be Black Manta. I don't think he should be the villain in an origin movie, but I mean, if we couldn't use Ocean Master, we should use Black Manta. What is for certain is, if they make an Aquaman movie now, it's going to change how people think of Aquaman. Second choice for DC would be the Green Arrow. Young Oliver Queen washed up on a deserted island after falling off his luxury cruiser. He survived by making a makeshift bow and arrow, also creating some makeshift trick arrows, such as the ones he would use later on. He got off the island when he found that there were a group of drug runners using it to grow marijuana. So once he returned to the mainland and arrested these drug smugglers, he moved back to his hometown of Star City and became the Green Arrow. Having no superpowers and having to rely only on his trick arrows, as well as his quick wit, Oliver Queen seems outmatched when you compare him to his cohorts like Superman, the Green Lantern, and Batman. This has not stopped him from joining the Justice League on numerous occasions, as well as saving the world from superpower threats like Hal Jordan when he went nuts. Many heroes would reproach Queen for his more violent tactics. He has taken the lives of a couple villains in his day. However, Queen does regret doing such things. Queen is also known for being outspoken on several political topics, including not trusting superpowered beings. Superman once asked him if he really felt they should have some sort of defense mechanism against people like him and the Martian Manhunter. And Queen says, I don't know, maybe, yeah, we should. As for a villain, I would say Count Vertigo could do well. Because Oliver is going to need to hone his skills, so have Count Vertigo do it, because if you don't know Count Vertigo has the ability to, manipulate your perception so everything seems off. Well, that'll be all for today. We'll get back with you guys on Monday for Yuki Monday. I hope you enjoyed the show. Bye-nie!